Hey guys, welcome to this new series. So first things first, this is going to be a Wickerbottom series. And the only thing you need to know here is I'm turning off disease. I don't like disease as a mechanic and it kind of ruins long-term worlds, which this one might turn out to be. So I'm just turning it off. And that's the only thing you need to know. Everything else is basic here. And I'm just gonna make my world here. So basically what this series is going to be is I'm trying something new out here and just doing a little bit of a commentary series. And so I'll be talking about whatever random topic is on the top of my head while I'm playing here. And this is going to be a pretty casual play series, so you're not going to see me do any like really wacky stuff here. You're not going to see me play like really fast or anything. And I'm just going to be, playing casually as Wickerbottom. You'll see what I do and talking about a random topic. So if you like that, make sure to leave a like so I know that you like that. And if you don't like that, just leave a dislike so I know you don't like that, because that helps me out a lot to see if I should continue these series or if I should just end them. So real quick, we'll go as Wickerbottom. And starting out here, what resources do we got? We got saplings and berry bushes. Great, I would have liked the juicy berry bushes better, but, I'm not going to complain. So our topic for today is I'm going to talk about how exercise is really, really mismarketed, okay? Whoever exercise PR guy is, they should be fired. And I'm talking specifically here about America because we have almost 70% of people are overweight, and more of those people are obese than are overweight of those 70%, which is really bad, And I think a lot of the reason for that is when you're in school, all they tell you is they're like, you go to do your PE class and the teachers tell you, oh, yeah, when you're 50, you're not going to have a heart attack if you go ahead and you do this now. So you better exercise so that you don't get a heart attack when you're 50. And you're like 12 years old and they're telling you this and you're like, dude, that's like three lifetimes ahead of me. I don't even know what being 50 is. I don't understand anything you're talking about right now. So you just think these people are crazy. Which they kind of are for telling you like that. What they should be telling you, and what I'm going to tell you right now, is a couple things. So first off, why it actually matters is because it makes you more attractive, better looking, which makes everyone treat you better. So it doesn't matter if, you're going, say, to Mickey D's, getting a sandwich. The person there at the register is going to treat you better if you're better looking, because just in their brain, they automatically go, this person is higher value. They have more discipline. I should treat them better because in my stupid monkey human brain here, it says that if I'm good to people who are of high value, then there's a higher chance that they may reciprocate some of that high value onto me and help me out later. That's just the way our brains work. And no one ever wants to talk about that, but if you are, say, really skinny, right? Or if you are really overweight, everyone is just going to be a jerk all the time to you because basically in their brain, they just immediately go, wow, that person is worthless. And this is just a subconscious thing, right? And they go, wow, that person's worthless. I don't really want to talk to them. I want them to get away from me as fast as possible because actually me being next to them is harmful to me. So I should get away from them as fast as possible. Please get away from me. That type of thing. And then as you start exercising, you start to look better. And this is for basically everyone. You'll just start to look better if you exercise. And people will start to treat you better, which is really helpful. And then another thing with that is, they don't tell you about this either, but if you dress well, people will treat you better. So if you're a guy and you wear a suit around, then people are going to treat you better than if you're going around in like yoga pants or something and you try and do whatever it is that you're doing. It can be literally anything. People will treat you better if you dress better and if you exercise. And then also on top of that, exercising makes it so that you are smarter. That is, for a couple hours afterwards, you'll be smarter, just being able to get more work done, things like that. It'll actually make it so that you earn more. So people who are smarter earn more. And then there's also a whole bunch of other things like that. they just don't want to tell you about. You'll be stronger, which is great. You know, everyone wants to be strong. You know, you don't want to have a struggle getting a peanut butter jar open when you're trying to do that. And so, yeah, just basically, it's really not something that's hard to do, and it's stupidly mismarketed. So I'm going to talk about a little bit about what you could do if you want to, you know, get started on exercise in just a second here. First, I'm going to kill this pig, which is actually pretty hard. Here we go. That's all we need. And we'll just leave the other ones be for now. Okay, so basically, if you want to get into exercising, here's what I tell you. Okay, so most people, when they start exercising, they're told to like go to a gym or join a sports team or something like that. And basically, what I see that as is, maybe you guys will understand this analogy, is basically like you started playing Super Smash Bros. For the first time, right? And you're playing with a couple friends, and one of them is one of the top players in the world, right? They're like top 5 best players, and you're playing Smash Bros with them. And when you try and fight them, you can't get a single hit in. They 5-stock you. You don't get a single hit in the entire time, and you just don't have a fun time. And that's what people get started with on exercise. So what you really want to do is something where it's like a little bit more solo, where there's not so much competition, where you can get more used to it. So what I'd say you do is probably start doing body weight exercises by yourself. So some exercises against gravity. Let's try and get to this desert over here. And what I would recommend is you could just start with some push-ups, squats, and then assisted pull-ups. Probably if you can do full pull-ups, those would be great. But most people can't do those if they don't exercise beforehand, if they aren't you know, pretty strong. And with those 3 exercises, you'll get really strong. And the thing is, people always go way overboard in thinking how much they need. If you just do 10 push-ups a day versus doing 0 push-ups, like you might normally do, oh man, you're gonna have such a better time. Even if that's all you ever do in exercise, just 10 push-ups, your life is gonna get better. You're gonna feel better. Say for instance, you know, you wake up in the morning, you know, you're all congested. Exercising will help with that. There's a whole bunch of things that you just don't know when you don't exercise that are so helpful. And yeah, you could get access to all those things and just start really, really small. You don't have to go very hard at it. And, you know, even if you can't do a push-up, just go do 10 girl push-ups. Not a big deal, man. Do whatever it is that you can do, and that's all that matters. And then just add a little bit more on every day. So if you can do 1 push-up one day, and that's the absolute best you could do, maybe try and do 2 push-ups in a couple more days, and then 3 after that, and then just keep getting better like that. That'll help you out a lot, and eventually you'll actually get pretty strong just by doing that. And then after a while, after you've done that for a bit, maybe you decide you do want to start going to the gym or joining a sports team like that, and you can go ahead and do that, and it's not a very big deal anymore then, because, you know, you're strong enough, you kind of got the basics down, and you're not going to be going in there at where you can't, you know, bench, say, just the barbell with no weights on it, and you're having a huge struggle, and you're going to be going in there and you'll be like, oh yeah, I can put 100 pounds on the bench press, and that's not going to be a big deal. Or maybe it could be way more if you've actually been doing this for a while, and it's super easy to do. And also, I will say, like our video game analogy earlier, most people would like to play Super Smash Bros, right? And that's actually something that's fun. But because they played against that, you know, super competitive player first who's super good, and that made it not fun for them, they didn't want to play Super Smash Bros anymore. Most people would like to exercise, and they'd be on board with doing it. But they just don't, because they got introduced to it in that very foolish way to start off with, which I'm just not a fan of. And when you're exercising, the whole thing where people make it stupidly complex, like I was saying earlier, you can make it real simple. So what I would do, what I would recommend is those 3 exercises I said earlier: assisted pull-ups, push-ups, and squats. So squats are for your legs, assisted pull-ups are for your back and your biceps, Push-ups are for your triceps and your chest, and that basically covers, most of your muscle groups. And what you can do with that is just do one of those exercises a day, and it doesn't even have to be many. Like I was saying before, it could be 10 push-ups in a day, and it's like not much time. It's going to take you 60 seconds to get done, right? And just do one of those exercises and focus on that for the day. So you could do squats one day, you could do the assisted pull-ups one day, you could do the push-ups one day, and then just keep rotating back through that. Do that a couple times a week, and you're gonna actually get pretty strong from doing that. Not like just pretty strong. You'll be so much stronger than the average normal person. It's gonna be crazy. Let's get these pig heads here. Yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about for that today. For the rest of this, I'm gonna just be talking about what I'm doing here. So basically there, I'm taking those pig heads so that I can get the pig skin. Just hammering them down with my hammer. Pigskin is used for making football helmets later, and also for making hambats. Hambats are a good weapon. Football helmets are good armor. So, of course, we like to have them. And I'm kind of going around the edge here, but what I'm really doing is I'm looking for a cave entrance. Now, of course, it's good to know what the outside of the world looks like, but I really want a cave entrance. That way I can know where the ruins is and just go in there and get some loot real quick. Generally, it's better to stay by paths to find cave entrances, because they just spawn by them all the time. But following paths isn't always the best way to find where new biomes is, so I don't always want to do that. We're gonna eat all our berries here because Wickerbottom does not like stale food. I'll actually leave the last one for like a little bit more, so that I can get the full juice out of it, Let's follow the path here. We'll probably find a cave entrance around here. There we go. I probably should have grabbed those rocks there. I only really need a science machine here. Although I will pre-build an alchemy engine, that way I can make the book on tentacles later, even though Wickerbottom's upside is that she can use a regular science machine to get alchemy engine recipes, and I just spawned with the science machine recipes all unlocked. Okay. This gives me nothing. Cool. We're just gonna go try and find the ruins now. We're gonna need some rocks. We'll find some. These bunnymen, very dangerous because I have meat on me. If I didn't have the meat on me, they would be perfectly fine to be around. They'd actually kill monsters around me. Which is cool until they're attacking you because you have meat on you, so. Blue mushroom forest. I am in fact a fan. We're gonna dig up some blue mushrooms. This will make it so that they don't ever respawn, but I actually don't care. That's the thing. I just want some blue mushrooms right now so that I can go to the ruins. I'm only gonna grab 20 of them. I'm pretty experienced with the ruins, so I should be fine. I may regret saying that later, I'm not sure. Muddy forest right there, that's what we're looking for. Muddy forests always lead to the ruins. Now that could be a set piece for one of the boss spawns, but I don't think it is. And then also, they will have little stalagmites in them, which I will mine one of to get some more rocks. That way I can build my science machine and get all that science stuff I need done. Now what I do is I just place this guy right here. And then this one right here. Trying to get it as close as possible, so I can mine this in the dark. Oh, I forgot logs. No matter. We'll just build an alchemy engine. Screw the rocks, I guess. Oh, this is the toadstool spawn, actually. So this is not the area I was thinking, which is too bad. I can light this, so this one is safe. I'm gonna go ahead and take it. Okay, it just changed to day 3, so I'm gonna end the episode here, guys. If you liked the episode, make sure to like and subscribe for more, and I'll see ya back around here soon. And I'll just leave my alchemy engine here for the next time I do an episode.